Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone has been doing so wonderful. I've been very busy lately, so I haven't put up a video, but I really wanted to do this one for you guys with a very bold lip. I mean, this is dark brown. I was trying to find something that really looked like True Brown by Kylie Jenner. This is the closest I could find. I think it's a pretty good match. It's just from Walgreens. It's not matte like I wish it was, but you can easily make it matte just by putting powder over it. But this look I really wanted to do because when I think of November, I think of warm tones. I think of browns. I think of oranges, you know, golds, things like that. That's really what I think of when I think of November. Because it makes me think of turkeys and, you know, the leaves falling, which are usually, you know, orange, brown, things like that. And it really just makes me think of Thanksgiving, which is my favorite holiday ever. So I wanted to make this Thanksgiving/November look for you guys. And so I just want to start this video off with saying what I'm thankful for. And I'm really thankful for everyone in my life, especially my family. My family is my rock, and honestly, I would be absolutely nowhere without them. Like, nowhere. So shout out to my entire family, especially my parents and my sister. And thank you for being so supportive of me through everything that I'm doing. So thank you. I'm also very thankful for all my friends, you know, my pets, but really my family. And then I'm really thankful for all my viewers. So that's what I'd really like to start this video off with. And if you're looking for a fun, like, bold look for Thanksgiving, this is, I think, a really good one. And if you don't celebrate Thanksgiving, then I think this is just a really fun November look. So if you're really liking what you're seeing, please stay tuned and happy November and Thanksgiving. Bye guys.
Okay guys, let's get started. So I'm actually going to switch up the order in which I do things, and so I'm going to start with the Too Faced Shadow Insurance Primer and put that all over my lid before I begin. Then I'm going to go ahead and start my eyebrows with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz, and I'm just going to comb through my hair, my eyebrow hair that is, and then I'm just going to outline and fill in a little bit of what I want to do because I finally invested in some brow dip and I am absolutely loving it. So this is really making me want to do an in-depth brow tutorial because I take a lot more steps than I used to do my brows now. And then with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Dip in Chocolate, I'm just going to fill in my brows. And what I do with an angled brush is I just line the bottom of my brow, and then I line the top, and then I fill it in. I think this brow dip is a little too dark considering my hair is actually usually a lot blonder than this, but I guess dark brows are in, and I got this in chocolate because I used the Brow Wiz in chocolate, so I figured it would match, but it's a lot darker than I thought, but I don't mind it. But then I'm just going to be taking just any brush through my brow hairs to make it look a little bit more natural in the front, and then I'm going with my Maybelline Brow Drama Gel to hold my brows in place. Then I'm going to take this wonderful trick of putting tape under my eyes to get a clean and straight line when I do my eyeshadow, and it's actually pretty dramatic too, but I love it for special occasions. So first I'm going to be taking the Anastasia Beverly Hills Modern Renaissance palette and using the color Primavera, and I'm going to put that where I normally highlight, inner corner of my eyes, brow bone, places like that. Then I'm going to be taking Burnt Orange, and I'm just going to, I at first was going to just do this in the crease, but I honestly just put it all over my lid. I try so hard to stay away from this palette, but I just can't because I love it so much. But then I'm going to be taking Raw Sienna and Golden Ochre, and I'm just going to be mixing those two together and putting it just on the lid. Then I'm going to be taking Real Girl, I think that's how you say it. It's a really, really harsh orange, and just putting it in the crease and on the outside. But then I'm going to be taking Red Ochre and just mixing that in the crease. Then I'm going to be taking Cypress Umber and just putting that on the crease and on the outer corner of my eye, and I'm just going to keep layering until I get the intensity that I want. Then I'm going to go back in with that Primavera, and I'm just going to pat it on the top of my lid to give it a little bit of shimmer. Then I'm going to go ahead and just take whatever's left over on my blending brush, and I'm just going to run that through the crease. Then I'm going to be taking my Bobbi Brown Gel Eyeliner and just creating a very dramatic wing. And then I'm going to be using the Ardell lashes in 101 Demi Black. And here's the most satisfying part of using tape. Look at that line. Then on a damp beauty blender, I'm going to be taking the Too Faced Born This Way foundation. Now with it beginning to be cold out and such, I'm a bit paler than normal, so this complexion is a little bit off, but I think I make up for it once I conceal my face. It's just the tone of it or something just doesn't really match exactly the way I want it to, like it does in the summer. But then I'm going to be taking my Maybelline Fit Me Concealer, and then I'm just going to be buffing that in with a beauty blender in all the regular spots under the eyes, on the nose, cupid bow, and chin. Then of course I'm going to be taking my Maybelline Fit Me Powder, and I'm not putting it on as heavy as I normally do, but my under eye where I couldn't reach was creasing, so I'm just going to be going back in with the Mercier translucent powder just under my eyes a little bit. Then I'm going to be taking my favorite bronzer ever, which is obviously the Hoola bronzer by Benefit, and I'm just putting that in all the parts where the sun would naturally hit. And then with the brush it came with, I'm just going to be contouring my nose a bit. Then I'm going to be going back in with Primavera from the Anastasia Beverly Hills Modern Renaissance palette, and I'm going to be highlighting with that. Now remember, this is an eyeshadow, but look at the glow. I'd say it's as pretty as good as Champagne Pop by Becca. I mean, and it's just an eyeshadow, but I'm just putting it on the usual places, and I really love that the way that it makes the cupid bow pop. I think that looks really nice. And then I'm only going to be using a little bit of blush for this look, but I'm taking the Lancome blush called Cosmopolitan Pink. And then just for the under eye, I'm going to be taking a mixture of burnt orange and red ochre from the same palette. And then just on the top and bottom lash, I'm going to be taking Perversion Mascara by Urban Decay. Now this lipstick is by a brand called Milani, and it's called Double Espresso. I've never heard of this brand, but I just picked it up at Walgreens, and I thought it was cheap but a good formula, and it matched the Kylie Jenner True Brown pretty true, I'd say. But yeah, it was a little hard to get precise, but once I got it precise, I thought it looked pretty nice. And then of course, if you were going out, you would be putting on the Urban Decay All-Nighter Setting Spray, but I was just staying in my room, so I decided to opt out of that. But this is the final look, guys. I'm really proud of this. I love the way it came out. I hope you did too. As always, do not forget to like, subscribe, and share, and I wish you all a very happy holiday. Bye, guys.